Hello everyone, it's Lottie from Cancer as a Lifestyle. Today it is all about ministry and a little bit of everything today. So let's get started because I got a lot to show you. So let's start today with, I've gotten some thank you cards actually and letters from the different organizations that we sent to. So I just wanted to share that with all of you. So this one is a thank you letter from the Teen Living Program. Now this one, can you see that? Yeah. So this letter is, they actually, what they do is they take, like the teenagers that are out on the streets, the runaways, and they try to find them housings and help them out in that way. This is actually the very first time that we've ever made a donation to them, so I hope to do more of that. So they help the teens. Now this is a thank you card from Mary's Room. Now, Mary's Room is in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, and we've donated many times to them, and very pretty card. And what they do is they help a lot of low-income families with baby items, toddlers, and they actually have, like if you go on their website, they have this really beautiful store, and they have many different organizations that crochet and knit for them. We actually make baby blankets for them and we send them. But I mean, I've seen like these beautiful baby bonnets and cardigans, and I mean, just awesome things. But this is actually from the last time we delivered to them. And right now I know we have a box that we're gathering for them again with more baby blankets. In fact, if you look over here, there's like a stack of 4 boxes that I got already, but they're not full. And I think there's one for Mary's Room for the baby blankets that we got. There's one for, oh my goodness, Gilda's House for the ovarian cancer patients. And I think there's, oh yes, and Cornerstone, which is, that's the blankets that and the mats that we're making for them. And that is homeless shelters, and that is a homeless shelter that opens to everyone for families and all, and they actually feed them. They have a soup kitchen as well, and they actually are very large, and they serve a large community. They serve a lot of people. And let's see, what's the 4th one that I got going? Oh yeah, the nursing center that I'm making the twiddle muffs for, that but I haven't really been making a lot of things for them. I took kind of a break, and I've started on my personal projects, and you can always check those videos out if you haven't watched, because I've just got really backed up with personal projects and that had actual due date for them, so I had to get that going. But I'm going to finish up one of my last personal projects. I'm going to get back to the ministry work so I can fill up the boxes and send them on their way. So that's Mary's Room. That's from the last one we did. And like I said, we got another one ready for them. And this one happens to be from Phil's Friends. And they send me these quite regularly. I should show the back of them. These are Phil's Friends. Phil's Friends is a group, an organization that actually helps cancer patients. And they actually make care packages for them, and they send them out to them, or they bring them to the hospital. If it's a child, a teenager, they'll put them in a backpack. But otherwise, you'll get a nice box that is decorated. They put stencils on them, and it's colored in really pretty color pencils and markers. The box itself is just, beautiful to look at. And inside, they give you like items in there that you may need for overnight. Like they'll give you some socks, lotion, a deck of cards, a CD, a blanket, hat or scarf, or headband, and books, anything that, kind of like your, to help you with your overnight there, lotion, things like that. So when you go there, we actually volunteer them over there. That's one of the things you're doing. Oh, hold on a second for a minute. Sorry about that, because it's like it always happens. You try to do a video and you get interrupted. But like I said, we volunteered a lot over there, and what you actually do is you have different stations, and One group will be um, putting on the stencils on the boxes itself. Another group will color it. Third group can make a box, fill them up with the different items. And the third group actually works on these get well cards. And usually it's like you color them, and there's always some knock knock joke on here. It's really cute. And they send these out quite regularly. And then inside, people will mark um, a little saying, a verse or comment, anything. And here's the answer to the riddle or to the knock knock joke. And then the person will sign it and they'll tell you how old they are. Like this one was done by Marilyn, and she's 66. And usually they allow the children to make these too. So if you're a cancer patient, they also send these out regularly. Since I am a cancer patient, they send out to me quite often. And since we've done some volunteering for them, we've actually come in there as a group with my ministry. They send me a care package. And I've also, we make hats and headbands. So we regularly donate to them. So I'm always getting something in the mail from them, whether they're having a fundraiser or more volunteer opportunities or all. So here it is, Phil's Friends. So that's thank you for that. Now, like I said, there's a little bit of everything in this vlog today. Another thing I wanted to show you is, I often said that we work by donations, and people give me yarn, and mostly we get yarn for the ministry, in large amounts. Well, we get small amounts too, but this year it seems like we've gotten a lot that were like, we inherited, someone passed away, and the family didn't know what to do with the crafters items, so they passed them on to us. I've done where someone gave up crocheting. I've had donations done where a young woman's mom passed away, and she held on to her mother's crafting items for like almost 20 years, and then she heard of our ministry and she passed it on to us. But but what I'm trying to say is that we don't only get yarn, and a lot of times I get a lot of knitting. I want to say utensils, but what do you call them? I get a different supplies that are just not yarn always. I'll get a lot of knitting, which I have a lot of these different sizes for knitting. I have knitting needles, I get so much, I'll get different knitting needles included. I have a whole container of them. And then I'll get, crocheting hooks that people will donate. And I have such a collection. I actually have a couple of the ones that are like cases with different crocheting hooks and all. But, I was thinking the other day that, where's the one I was looking at? That no matter how many I have, I go through a lot of this stuff like it's nothing, because every time, I get a lot of young girls that want to learn how to crochet, young women. And I'll start them off with a skein of yarn and a crocheting hook, and they get to choose the hook that they want, and they get to keep that. And a lot of the, my ladies that over the 5 years, I only really have about, who are the same ladies. I have 2 ladies that are, or 3 that are the same ladies that have been with me since the beginning. Otherwise, they come and go, they learn, they leave. And so I go through hooks quite a lot. And supplies, because I let them keep that. They need it. So another thing, I wanted to show you my when I'm doing my crochet mats, I talk about how I don't like the large hooks that I got. Now remember, I said I inherited these, and these are the ones I wanted to. Last time I was talking about them, I didn't have one on hand. But do you see the little grooves that it has in there? Can you see that right there that I'm talking about? It has these little grooves. And this is the hooks, these large hooks that I'm using for the crocheting, or like the bulky yarns and all, for the homeless mats. They're all like plastic. These are the ones that I have. And these are the ones that I inherited from the in-law family member who passed away in her 80s, and she was crafting all her life, so they passed it on to me. But I don't care for these too much because of, see that groove right there. Um, when I'm crocheting my mats, it just gets like caught on this. Believe it or not, I don't like these. But like I said, I want to go out and get some really nice ones, and they've been breaking lately, and I don't know, it's because it's so old, because it really is old. Because like I said, she was in her 80s when she passed away, and she had them all her, crocheting. She has them in every color too. Um, but I really want to get one, but at the same time, I'm like, I got all these hooks. I need to use the hooks I got. But I'm actually thinking of, I don't know, I really like the bamboo hooks the best. So I just wanted to share this. So many people give us things. They actually give us all kinds of crafting supplies. I mean, I've got material. I've gotten macrame, the cord that, what people use for macrame, I've gotten so many different, I've gotten all kinds of twine, threads, buttons, I mean, sequin, all kinds of beads and things like that. People donate, and I find a use for everything. Well, anyway, on to the next thing, my mats, my homeless mat. So I have one on my lap, but it's like kind of heavy. So here's one of them. I finished another one. This is how I tie them. And it's kind of attached to, I attach it to the mat. So when they open it up, it's not just, it's just hanging there. It's attached to the mat. So then they can tie them up. But anyway, you see how it's different colors, right? It's blue, green, pink. I finished, this is my second one. And they're gonna go in my car in the back, oh my gosh, my trunk, because they take up so much room in my bedroom. And I got this whole wall here of just bins full of yarn and things, and then I have boxes right there. It's all 4 boxes sitting there. It's like it's starting to look a little crowded. So the mats, I finished one. I'm starting my third one. That's also going to Cornerstone. Now, last week at work, it was very slow. And so, trying to keep busy at work while I'm there the whole week. And I went out on the packaging floor, and I started picking up the plastic bags. Now, we have plastic bags what they use to line the big boxes that we get of components like jars and caps and pumps and things like that. Because I used to work for Avon, and now we're no longer Avon. We're a different company, but we still make cosmetics and all. So let me show you these. I got my whole back seat full of plastic bags for my plarn, to make plarn, which I went crazy last week. So here's my big bag. You see this? It's so big. I don't know if you can even see. I have 4 of these in the car yet. Now I'm going to show you how big these plastic bags actually are, because I told you I don't just use the grocery bags. I mean, once I bring all of them into my room, I don't know what I'm going to do. So let me show you how big. So this is the length of the bag. See that? Now the width of these, this is why, I mean, look at the width of this. So it's quite large. It's quite a bag. So I will get a lot of strips out of these. Now I normally, I can take, because we recycle these bags, so I can, get a pass from my manager, and I can bring home every day all the bags I want. The thing is, that's all I would be doing is making plarn. I'll be making these strips for the homeless mats, and I mean, my gosh, I can't do that. I mean, I went crazy, and I got 4 of these huge bags, and I'm going to bring them because I have no more room in the car. I was by my mom today, and I took her to the deli, and she has those carts, those that she carries her groceries in, that she pushes, and she opens in my back seat, and she's like, well, where am I supposed to put this? I got boxes in there. I had Mary's bag, which is coming up. I met up with Mary again. Then I had like 4 of these bags in there, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I don't know, throw it on top. And I look like a bag lady, I have, if anybody ever needed a ride, and I have an HHR, I couldn't give you a ride because I have no room in my car, honestly. So I have to empty out all that stuff and bring it in here, which I went a little crazy. So I have 4 of those bags. So I think, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to start cutting them up. And this time I think I'm going to make, it's going to take me a while because the cutting, but you know what? It needs to be done. So I have 4 of those that I'm going to be cutting. So that's what I did. So that's my plarn story. Now, let's see, what else do I need to do? Oh yeah. So, okay. So I met up with Mary by surprise, and she did not take any more yarn from me. She told me no more yarn because, you know, this is spring. She's trying to finish up what she's got. She gave me, I guess she's got a little bit more, and then she's going to be off for the entire summer. You're not going to see her. She's going to be in her garden. She has a huge garden here in Geneva, Illinois, Lake Geneva, and she is going to be, it's like a farm. She calls it a garden. I call it a farm. But, so that's where she's going to be at. And so we're not going to see her till maybe August, September. So she gave me the last of it. Now, last weekend, I was trying to meet up with my other 3 ladies that I have not seen. 2 of them I did not see since last December. And we were trying to meet up, but it got canceled. They ended up being sick. Well, and the 3rd lady I have not seen actually in, oh my gosh, like almost 2 years. She just comes and goes whenever, but she was going to show up also. So, and she is a loomer. She works on the loom, that 3rd lady. So I did not meet up with Bridget, Lola, who have been with me since the very beginning, and Jeannie. These are so, because it seems like I'm always talking about Mary, but that's because Mary went on this crazy, she had a fantastic winter for crocheting, knitting. So let me show you what she has made this time. And she told me no more yarn, so she finishes till next August. So, okay, let's do her headbands. Headbands is her newest addition this year. She's never done these, but she seems to love them. So here you go. Here is this one, very pretty. And I think since I am actually thinking this is probably going to go. These headbands I am going to put into Gilda's house because for the cancer, for ovarian cancer ladies, because they can use this on there. These are very pretty yellows, different shades of yellows, and I think this is where it's going to go. This is very pretty. I really like this. This would make a really great shawl. It's got green and blue and yellow in it. Very nice. And here's another one. And this one actually is got black trim, and this sparkle that you see is brown, but it's not coming out like that. But it is actually brown. And here's another one. But maybe some of these are more children's sizes, so I should save these, I think, for maybe Phil's friends. I don't think we can fit them. The smaller ones for children, we're going to have to save those, and I'm going to have to take them, or to Cornerstone, I can do that too. I'll let you know where I end up putting them, but there's a couple here that are like children's sizes, I think, and I can't send that to Gilda's. Okay, so she made 2 shawls in my favorite yarn. This is the one that I made that green spearmint blanket in, but this is in the blue. I love this yarn. This is a shawl. And do you see how it fades? It starts like with this dark, and then it goes into like 3 different shades of blue. Very pretty. And so she made a shawl here. So I think this will go nicely with, I'm probably gonna have some left over. So I think the shawls I'm gonna save for the senior ladies. I don't know, but I'll let you know. I'm gonna try to fill the box with Gilda's house with headbands and hats, and that should fit it really well. And then the senior home, I really would like to, I like to do shawls for the senior home because and the twiddle muffs. So I might just put these with the twiddle muffs. This is another shawl identical to the one that she made that I showed earlier. I really like these, and this is the kind of, it's very nice. You can't really see the different color wave of how it's shifting. Oh, you can hear from the 3 different shades of blue. I really like this. I like the way it feels, and this is what I'm hoping to do. My shawls for myself in these different colors, all the different color waves they have. Okay, so that's that. So let me show you the sets. She made 2 sets of a hat and scarf. This one happens to be a pink scarf with a headband. It's very pretty also. Man, I think I'm going to have to find a home for these. I don't think I'm going to have to start another collection. I don't know. Now here she made, looks like a slouchy hat. It's in the brown with a matching hat, but it's coming out navy when it's actually brown. So oh man, I'm gonna have to find another place. Let's see, now the scarves and cowls. This is in a nice blue cowl. I mean blue, what am I wrong with me? Yellow. That's one. Oh, and I love this one. This scarf. Oh, it is so soft. It is so soft. It actually looks soft on here, and it's also yellow. Very nice. And this is another scarf in white. I think I'm going to have to find another home for these. I said 4 of the boxes, but man, I think I'm going to have, oh, look at this one. It's so pretty. The scarf. It's in like a powder blue. Look at the nice little, she knits with these nice little ridges. It's pretty. Yeah, this one is purple. It's a purple cowl, but it's coming out blue. All my purples come out blue on the video. I don't know why, but they're purple. I'm gonna have to sew. Yeah, I'll let you guys know because I have a feeling that because I already have stuff in there, and of course the baby blankets. Yes, I think Gilda's house that box is gonna fill up really quick with the hats. And the senior center and cornerstone. I'm gonna have to start another, and I'll let you know in the next video where I sent those, because the scarves, because I think I'm gonna have to start another box. So here's some hats. Ooh, here's a hat, but she has with the you know those modern ones now where you put the ponytail comes out. These are so cute. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of Lottie Children's Hospital, like with the hat sets. You know, a while ago, and like 5 years ago, it's been a while, we did hat and scarf sets for the children, and that's actually what they requested for us to do. So we made like 65 pairs of a hat and scarf, and I think these would that's why the whole time I'm looking at these scarves and all, and these hats, I think they would be perfect. Look at this. That's for that. So she made 2 of those, 2 hats like that. This is pretty pink. It's really light pink. And I think the kids would like that. There's a lot of children's hats here. There's yellow. There's another shade of yellow. Ooh, yeah, I think these might just go to the children's home. Oh, let me tell you, not home, hospital. I went to that hospital and we delivered it ourselves. The lobby in that hospital, excuse me, is so colorful. They got like little fishies and all kinds of stuff hanging off the ceilings, and you know, all kinds of decorations for the children. I mean, it looks like a daycare center, really. So here's some boys' hats in camouflage. It's not coming out that well. And here's some more. So I think these might just be good for the boys, and we'll send them to Lottie Children's Hospital. Ooh, look at that. That is so pretty. You know, we rarely, like I said, do anything for the boys or men's because of the colors, you know. That we normally get are mostly for girls, but this is really pretty. I like these. These are mostly like the camouflage and the greens and the browns. And there's another one. So I think that's where this is going to go. Because this is a lot of children's hats. And I think this is going to go good. So that's where we're going to send these. Yeah. I think the shawls will save, the shawls, the two shawls will send to, I'm going to send the shawls, some of the headbands, and some of the hats that can fit the ladies will go to Gilda's house for ovarian cancer, the cowl necks, the shawls, that the scarves, we can do that, and the children's hats and the two headsets with the scarves. We'll send that to Lada Vida. I think that would be awesome. And yes, and I like to stay with the senior center with just the Twitter muffs. Oh, and then the baby, I made another baby blanket to go into the box. And this one's quite large though. But I made another baby blanket, and actually it's all in blues. You know, when I made that a personal project of mine for my niece, this is the leftover turquoise. So what I do is when I make a blanket, personal project for myself, any yarn that's left over, I just like donate it into the ministry pile. And I let them, you know, I use it for the ministry. So let me hang it up. So this is quite large. It's in different shades of blue. And it is a baby blanket. Since we're making baby blankets for Mary's room in Sheboygan, I need to fill up that box. So it's quite a large one actually. So once I finished, I had that turquoise, I ended up well, I was able to finish it. So I did all of this from here to here, and because I just had that little bit of light blue. So yeah, so there you go. That's going to go in the box. It's quite a large one too for a baby blanket. And let's see, what else do I have? Anything else? I think that's about it. So for now, yeah. And then I'll be doing a personal project, but I am waiting specifically for my mom to leave for her friend in Indiana. And I know she's going to watch this video because the personal project is actually for her, and I don't want her to see it. So you're not going to see it, Mom. I'm going to do the video while you're gone, and she will not be able to see it until she comes back. So that's coming up, but she has to leave first. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Leave a comment below. And you know, if you're not a subscriber, please be one. And thank you so much for watching. Bye, everyone.